Hi guys, this is Maki. This is part 2 of my Popper 7 breakdown. For this video, we're going to address a couple more left-hand issues and then go ahead and move on to some bowing challenges. There's a lot to do, so we're going to go at a pretty fast pace. Last time we talked a lot about hand frames. This time I want to give you a practice strategy on how to shift between them. You might already know this, but I call this blocking. It's where instead of practicing a passage as written, you turn everything into double stops. And in particular, you want to shift instead of note to note, you shift to double stop to double stop. So for instance, if you have a passage like this in measure 4, you can instead something like that. The key is to be really slow and slurpy on the way up so your ear can pick up where to stop. I'm going to go through a couple of spots with some sample chords to give you an idea of what I would do. Okay, a couple things. Measure 7 I found much easier to play in tune when my thumb was only on the A string, not across both strings. Make sure to practice this passage with really slow early shifting and never weighing the hand all the way down because the shifts come so rapidly. You want to make sure you can move really with a lot of agility. Measure 26, I'm going to offer an alternate fingering. I heard TMA doesn't like this. I don't really know, but you can take it or leave it. So it's going to be up on the screen. So go something like this. Shift. I find it pretty subtle and a lot easier to do. For the harmonics passage at measure 28, I find it helpful to practice by just looping between the notes in each frame, because these are pretty non-standard hand shapes. So for instance, remember that the harmonics on the D string need an extra kick with the bow, usually to speak. Another good thing here is to practice it in triplets because it helps you organize it in your head. Okay, moving on to the bow. Remember that this piece is still music, it's not just an etude. So in the very beginning, make sure you sing. Measure 3 is a particularly long bow that ends in the high register where you need to use more bow. So save at the very beginning. At measure 5, keep the bow really close to both the A and D string to make the string crossings as minimal as possible. I didn't do a good job of this in the last video. At measure 13, these string crossings are too rapid to do with the whole arm, so keep the elbow up and just do it with the forearm. Measure 21 I found a lot easier to play if I thought of it in big triplets. So the string crossings correspond with the beat. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. At measure 23, don't crescendo too early or you might crack. Instead, save the crescendo till the end. At measures 24 and 25, again, you don't have to string cross with the whole arm. Keep the upper arm on the A string level and maneuver with the lower arm or the fingers. At measure 26, make sure to save as much bow as you can at the beginning and lead the string crossings with the elbow so that it's not jerky. At measure 28, I found it helpful to kind of sacrifice the first 3 notes and use as little bow as possible for the rest of the harmonic passage to feel easier. Measure 29, again, don't string cross with the whole arm, use the forearm. And that's it for today. Next video, I'll do a slow motion playthrough of the whole piece with a bass drone so you can hear the harmony and play along to it to check if you're in tune. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. Write in the comments or send me a message. Thanks so much.